In documents handwritten and carved on stone or wood thousands of years ago, we find the first mention of unusual fairy tale animals. Obviously, these creatures were well known to early civilizations, although most of the written evidence that has come down to us is very fragmented. In some examples, there are only statues or drawings carved on stone or wood, and a couple of words about individual creatures. In mythology and folklore, many magical animals are mentioned, some are described in more detail, others less. Almost everyone knows the unicorn and dragon, the sphinx and the phoenix bird. But how many people know about the shed from Mesopotamia or Kushi, the huge dog from Scottish folklore, Swiss Barbagosis or the Russian firebird? Many amazing mythical creatures you have yet to rediscover. The most powerful and draining creature of all generated, the personification of the fiery forces of the earth and its evaporation, with their destructive actions. The monster has incredible power and has 100 dragon heads on the back of his head, with black tongues and fiery eyes. From his mouth is heard either the ordinary voice of the gods, the roar of a terrible bull, the roar of a lion, the howling of a dog, or a sharp whistle, echoing in the mountains. Typhon was the father of mythical monsters from Echidna, Orph, Cerberus, Hydra, Colchis dragon and others who threatened the human race on the ground and underground until the hero Heracles destroyed them, except for the Sphinx, Cerberus and Chimera. From Typhon all the winds were empty except Nav, Boreas and Zephyr. Typhon, crossing the Aegean Sea, scattered the islands of the Cyclades, previously located closely. The fiery breath of the monster reached the island of Fur and destroyed its entire western half and turned the rest into a scorched desert. The island has since taken the shape of a crescent. Drachynes are a female snake or dragon, often with human features. Drachynes include, in particular, Lamia and Echidna. The name Lamia is etymologically derived from Assyria and Babylon, where the demons who killed babies were called. Lamia, the daughter of Poseidon, was the queen of Libya, the beloved of Zeus, and gave birth to children from him. The extraordinary beauty of Lamia herself lit a fire of revenge in the heart of Hera, and Hera out of jealousy killed the children of Lamia, turned her beauty into disgrace and deprived her beloved husband of sleep. Lamia was forced to take refuge in a cave and, at the behest of Hera, turned into a bloody monster who, in despair and madness, kidnapped and devoured other people's children. Since Hera deprived her of sleep, Lamia wandered relentlessly at night. These monsters were the daughters of the sea deity Phorkys and his sister Cato. There is also a version that they were the daughters of Typhon and Echidna. There were three sisters, Euryale, Seno and Medusa Gorgon, the most famous of them and the only mortal of the three monstrous sisters. Their appearance was terrifying, winged creatures, covered with scales, with snakes instead of hair, fanged mouth, with a look that turns everything living into stone. During the duel of the hero Perseus with Medusa, she was pregnant from the god of the seas Poseidon. From the decapitated body of Medusa with a stream of blood came her children from Poseidon, the giant Chrysaor, father of Geryon, and the winged horse Pegasus. From the drops of blood that fell into the sands of Libya, poisonous snakes appeared and destroyed everything living in it. Libyan legend says that red corals appeared from a stream of blood that spilled into the ocean. Perseus used the head of Medusa in a battle with a sea dragon sent by Poseidon to devastate Ethiopia. Showing face. Jellyfish monster, Perseus turned it into stone and saved Andromeda, the royal daughter, who was destined to sacrifice to the dragon. The island of Sicily is traditionally considered the place where the Gorgons lived and Medusa, depicted on the flag of the region, was killed. In art, Medusa was portrayed as a woman with snakes instead of hair and often wild boar fangs instead of teeth. In Hellenic images, a beautiful dying Gorgon girl is sometimes found. Separate iconography, images of the severed head of Medusa in the hands of Perseus, on the shield or auspices of Athena and Zeus. The decorative motif, Gorgonian, still adorns clothes, household items, weapons, tools, jewelry, coins and building facades. It is believed that the myths of Gorgon Medusa are associated with the cult of the Scythian serpentine goddess ancestress Tabethe, evidence of the existence of which is mentioned in ancient sources and archaeological finds of images.